Shalom. Let's want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash. Salute, double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom unto the Achians, enduring unto the end and pushing this word, without fear. And shalom unto the Aquats, being obedient unto the husband and taking heed of this word. And of course, I wouldn't forget, you speckled bird Israelites as well, that look like the other heathen nations. This again is your brother Yasad from the Trinidad GMS Prophetic Vibration, bringing on to another lesson, Willing 35. This lesson here can be based on Esau Edom shall not go unpunished. Because look at, for instance, how proud they are. They're saying that no nation could come up against them. That they had the most amount of nuclear weapons upon the face of the earth. That is just the proudness of them through the military might, and the technology. But hey, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is against you all. Let me bring out the scripture first. Malachi chapter 1. Let's start at verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Because this here will come to pass soon. Because soon, they're gonna give up that throne. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna come and release their recompense upon them. It's whereas Edom, because it relating to Esau, because Esau is also called Edom, which actually is a so-called white man. Let me see if I get that in the book of Genesis. For you, search it up quick. Right. Genesis 25 and verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that red pottage. Right? Because Esau actually sold his birthright unto Jacob, which is our forefather. He sold his birthright unto him for raw meat. For I am faint, therefore was he called Edom. When you read Genesis 36 and 1, and it says, now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Right? Check in Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So, because through the generation, there is nothing new under the sun. Because the spirit of Edom, just as well was in the spirit of Cain, just as well as how he slew Jacob. Because it's gonna come a time where for the Revelation 12 and 12 is gonna come to pass. Whereby it's saying, actually that is actually having all, it's staging and happening all now. Whereby it say that the devil is gonna come down with great wrath, because he knew he had but a short time. So that's why they're having all these warp speed, and they want to rapidly send out the so-called cure, all these rollouts. Right now, it was from the Thursday, I believe. Thursday gone, they start to send out rollouts to inject all you jakes, and all these Trinidadians. I tell you, we know the wickedness of this man. It says, whereas Edom saith we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. So it's saying that let me go down into that word impoverished. Right? Because I think they poor. That's, right, to make poor. Because when the right now we actually are the tail and the so-called white man, he is the head. So they saying we Israelites are impoverished. We and how, because through slavery that is how even the pyramid was built, through the slavery of the Israelites. You know? Yeah, all of these things the so-called white man he have to pay for. The Lord had not forgotten, because the scripture says he's the same today and the same yesterday. It say, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. So all these things are actually doing, it's gonna all come to naught, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Yeah, because the wicked that it speaks of in the scripture is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. So don't feel because the Lord set it up kings and bring it down. The scripture said that. So don't feel because the Lord actually high you up in that high position, and because it's saying Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Don't feel that the Lord is not going to render your judgment. Don't feel you're going to escape your punishment. No. Because the scripture say that Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and all the nation have drunken off of fornication. Yeah. So this nation here is actually to bring forth the judgment of the Lord. Is that because Esau Edom is actually the Lord's sword. Through them he going and why even much as simple as these rollouts going on with the so-called cure, because we believe that a lot of people is going to be affected in the long run, all who had taken this job. But the Lord is against you all. You know, let me get the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. And we know that bloody city is America. You know, it's a woe means death and destruction. All the philosophies and things, all of these things is lies. And robbery, because they kill, they rob, they steal. That's how they actually came into power. The prey departed not. The noise of your whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of jumping chariots. And they're going into how they actually put us into slavery. The horsemen lifted up both the right sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and great number of carcasses. Even going back into the Renaissance period, when the so-called white man actually, the rebirth of them when they come back into power, slaughtering a set of jigs, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse, such as went on back with Vespasian and them when they actually burned down and destroyed Jerusalem. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, and the harlot actually is America, the mistress of a witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. And we actually see the one sitting in power in the White House, so-called white men, the Edomites, the rednecks. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness. All the secrets, all the lie, the Lord is going to discover it. And it's going to be revealed. And the kingdoms thy shame. And how the Lord actually going to do that? Is through the prophets, through the mouth of the prophets. That's why when you see the elders and apostles on down bringing out truth, through the scriptures, which actually is the things that is about to come to pass, revealing who actually is the wicked, which is the so-called white man. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Yeah, because they actually have a pending judgment. Yeah, it's simple as that. The book of Obadiah, get it quick. Chapter 1, I will start at verse 3. It said, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks. Which actually who live in, and who actually have a high stature in society. These Edomites living the best life, driving the most expensive cars, living in the most expensive house, own all the yachts, all these things, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? No nation can fight against them. Look at what they did in Hiroshima, and made all the nations scared and afraid. World War II. It said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. So because when you look at the American uniform or even the flag, you always see the portrayal of the eagle. Yeah. It said, and though they set thy nest among the stars, all the satellites within the firmament, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Because actually the Lord saying he will bring thee down. Yeah. The book of Psalms, chapter 137. Yeah. Psalms 137. I'll start at verse 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Yeah, when they come into Jerusalem and slaughter all the Judites and the Israelites and all who dwell in there, our people, the chosen people of the Lord, and they burn it down to the ground. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So all of these things are going to happen when the Lord come back bursting through the clouds to subdue all these nations. The so-called white man, he actually is going to be going into slavery. And hey, double they going to receive. Where it is, let me get this one, Revelation chapter 15 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right now we are in captivity since that way Isaiah says Israel a homeborn slave, because time upon time we always just been in some captivity. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Yeah, so all these things that you have done in your forefathers has do, you all will pay for it, because the same spirit. Yeah, this is the scripture say. Let me get it quick in second Ezra. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and from verse 11. Yeah. Let's see. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Yeah, that proudness, that pride, that military might. Because practically when you look at America, when you look at their budget, almost all their money actually goes into their military. The military budget is actually much higher than it is the most highest. All the money actually goes to the military. Because when you look at um, health, and education and all these things. It is actually more than double. Hmm. Yeah, look at how they implement the Space Force. All these things. Let's say, and the noise of thy voiles. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. That worm actually representing decay or goes into destruction, because their destruction is at hand. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Because Lucifer just means light bearer. That's why it had the 1% that had a group called the Illuminati, the illuminated ones. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Because throughout history, no nation up to now have not gone against America into war. Yeah. Since they come up on that throne, since they start to sit up on the dragon, which is NATO and EU, they in a high stature. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, because they actually dwell in the north. And all the satellites are up in the firmament, because like the thing, they want to be just as the Most High. They want to see everything, they want to know everything. And with that camera, they're setting up cameras all over the places, all by the traffic lights everywhere, to see everything. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High, going into all the satellites, as I just say. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And hell is actually a situation or a position or a circumstance, Yeah, just as when we was back in slavery, we could consider that as being in hell. Endless work, little food, no set of proper clothing, nothing. Soon that will be the judgment of the so-called white man. They're gonna actually fall to that through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, the book of Isaiah 55 and 55 and 1, because not I say it, and these are the words of the Lord. It say, ho, everyone. No, it's like Isaiah 55 and verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. So you see the Lord saying, wherever he say it goes. It shall not return unto me void. That is not gonna fail. It's not gonna, not come to pass. But it shall accomplish that which I please. So just as how it is stated that the destruction of the so-called white man, the Lord actually placed the Lord actually set forth that word, that decree. So it will come to pass. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So wherever the word of the Lord actually carried out, it is gonna prosper, it is gonna be completed. Yeah. Let's see if I can share there. Leave us studying Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39. See here. Right, correct. It says, see now that I, even I, am he, that there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. So this actually is the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai saying, he who kill and he who make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither there is any that can deliver out of my hand. So just as the punishment Esau Edom, There's not gonna be no savior to deliver them from that recompense, from that destruction. There's no stopping. So no matter what they do, what they think they can do, there's nothing that could get them exemption from that. Yeah. The book of Psalms. Oh, sorry, Job. It's like the book of Job, chapter 20. See the last scripture. Yeah. I'll just jump through a little few scripts. 20 and verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth?" Knowest this from since back then, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, that the pride and the glory, they sitting in honor, it's short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Yeah. It said, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, the high stature, being the top nations, they having all the nuclear, they having all the oil and gas, all that is what they see. All these embassies are around the world. It even an embassy in Trinidad as well. And his head reach onto the clouds. They possess all the gold, all the rubies that they actually took from Jerusalem, all these things. Yeah. The elites actually running the world. They own all the major companies, all these things. They are the reapers. It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And this actually is the punishment from Yahweh Shai, rightful judgment unto you Edomites. Jumping down to verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. So when he actually looking to complete his new world order, when he actually make everybody take that so-called cure, which actually going into the implementing of the mark of the beast, which actually is the RFID microchip. When he actually started to bring out that decree that everybody ought to take this, and full his belly, the Lord is going to release his wrath on him, with the destruction of America, yeah. He going to be blown off of that throne, and shall rain it upon him when he is eating. So when he actually doing his wickedness, and thinking that within his mind he could stay upon that throne, the Lord is going to bring it down. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That iron weapon and that bow going into these nuclear warheads, these nuclear missiles. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword coming out of his galls. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Yeah, like why the scriptures say, is the Lord state of the dead for him, which was all of these other nations. Because at that time back, whereby none of these nations didn't possess any nuclear weapons and things. But now, the weak saying they are strong now. Now, all these countries, Turkey, Russia, China, all of them are nuclear missiles now. So they all is going to actually turn against them. As the scripture says, the Lord is going to send fanners unto Babylon to fan away her, to bring destruction for her. The incense of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh. This is their judgment, the wicked, the so-called white man, the border of wickedness, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yeah. I hope this was edifying. Again, Shalom. And bad bubble unto Esau. All praises, glory, and honor always unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom.